11 demented and tragic backstories of Mortal Kombat characters. John Tobias, the co-creator of Mortal Kombat, said in a 2019 interview that they went to an arcade parlor to test how their game was doing. Only, they found that people were not actually playing, but letting the attract mode run so that they could read the character bios and other limited information that was provided. It was now that the creative teams headed by Tobias and Ed Boon began hustling to provide compelling backstories and lore that contain traditions and knowledge about the cast. The Mortal Kombat universe has 6 major realms that are similar to planets: Earthrealm, Edenia, a land of magic and heaven; Netherrealm, hell itself; Orderrealm, a fascist place; Chaosrealm, an anarchic society; and lastly, Outworld, full of monsters. The heroes of these realms fight the battle of life and death in the legendary game of Mortal Kombat. In this video, we will talk about these characters and try to understand who they are, where they come from, what they're trying to do, and their tragically demented backstories. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Sub-Zero. Sub-Zero is not a person, but a mantle of sorts. The first Sub-Zero was Bi-Han, who was killed and sent to Netherrealm, where he became the great Noob Saibot. After Bi-Han's death, his younger brother Kuai Liang took over the mantle. Both the brothers have lineage to the Cryomancers, a race of Edenia that can control and modify ice to their own advantage. The two boys were taken to China by their father, where they became the Grand Masters of the Lin Kuei assassin clan. Kuai Liang and Smoke were sent to Outworld to kill Shang Tsung, a task that was left unfinished by the elder brother. Shang Tsung is the same sorcerer who created Mileena. They couldn't finish their task but helped Raiden and Liu Kang in their fight against Shao Kahn and returned to China empty-handed. Their clan got hold of a technology that could turn warrior assassins into more advanced cyborgs back home. Sub-Zero was chosen as one of the subjects, but he broke the clan's code and honor and fled away. His hunt by trained assassin cyborgs followed this. Sub-Zero encounters 3 of his allies in cyborg form: Smoke, Cyrax, and Sector. Here begins the transformation of a crude assassin into a man of high moral conscience. He doesn't go by his usual blood and bones method, but employs a more pacifist approach. Sub-Zero remains one of the most effective characters in the series. His appearance and fighting style were developed to more significant levels with each new version of the game. He uses weapons like the Ice Scepter, Quarry Blades, cybernetic weapons, ice daggers, and ice hammers in his fighting style of Shotokan and Dragon. Even if you are not a Mortal Kombat fan, you will believe that he is one of the most iconic and memorable characters of all fighting games. Scorpion. Hanzo Asashi joined a Japanese ninja clan called Shirai Ryu, and as its most successful member, he was given the title of Scorpion. The Shirai Ryu, or Ryu, and the Lin Kuei were rival clans using this rivalry as a weapon. Quan Chi hired Sub-Zero and Scorpion to find a hidden map in the glaciers of the Himalayas. Since they both belonged to rival clans, these two mighty combatants were arch enemies. They both reached their destination and got into a duel in which Sub-Zero won because he had the advantage of the icy terrain. He killed Scorpion and went on to destroy Scorpion's family and clan. Scorpion was banished in Netherrealm, where he could live damned forever or choose to become an undead specter. Scorpion chose to become the Spectre and pledge revenge on the killer of his family. In Mortal Kombat, he fought Sub-Zero and killed him, after which he went to Netherrealm. In Netherrealm, he learns from Quan Chi that Sub-Zero is back from the dead and will combat once again. Infuriated, he seeks to take his unfinished revenge, but later learns that this resurrected Sub-Zero is actually the younger brother of the man who killed his family. Since Scorpion is a man of honor and respect, he vows not to hurt the new Sub-Zero, and he chases and hunts Quan Chi because of his trickery. Scorpion uses the Korean fighting style of Hapkido, Pigua, and Muay Thai. Apart from these, he holds a range of weapons like kunai, axes, long swords, ninja swords, Muguai Ryu or Ryu, and Tanto. Dressed in yellow, Scorpion possesses white pupilless eyes and a demonic voice, courtesy of being reborn as a specter. When he removes his mask, we see a fiery skull instead of a full face with flesh and skin. Noob Saibot. Scorpion mortally wounded Bi-Han in Mortal Kombat, and his soul was sent to Netherrealm. In Netherrealm, he was transformed into a wraith, hellish beings who excel in the powers of shadow and darkness. Hence, Saibot boasts abilities like invisibility, teleportation, and clone summoning, which was later replaced by Noob Smoke. He was introduced as a secret character in Mortal Kombat 2, but was playable in Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. Noob's aims are simple. On the surface, he worships fallen gods like Shinnok, but he secretly wants to rule Netherrealm. Interestingly, Noob Saibot, when spelled in reverse, becomes Tobias Boon, a reference to the co-creators of Mortal Kombat. Noob and Scorpion share deadly rivalry, and is the reason they have been created as equal but opposite forces. If Scorpion is an unstoppable force of righteousness, Saibot is an immovable object of evil and deception. They both share fighting styles like Hapkido and Pi Gua. Saibot uses weapons like kunai, butterfly knives, axes, scythes, shurikens, ninja swords, and troll hammers and sickles. Ed Boon himself voiced Noob Saibot in Mortal Kombat Deception.
You're a dead ringer for your mother.
Kabal. An ardent member of the mercenary group Black Dragon, Kabal is a human from Earthrealm who was attacked by an extermination party sent by Shao Kahn, causing him significant injuries and a mutilated face. Kabal was a chosen warrior who was destined to fight Shao Kahn, and his soul was spared by the Netherrealm. Even as he was disfigured, he survived by the help of artificial respirators and an unyielding will to bring down Shao Kahn. The event also brought a moral shift in Kabal's activities. From being a ruthless mercenary, he went ahead to become a force of righteousness and morality and left the world of crime. Well, at least for a while. He's known for continually shifting his allegiances depending upon his personal interests and whims, making him highly undependable. However, at a later point in time, he suffers remorse for the crimes he committed for the Black Dragon and joins the government for good. Kabal's design and style took Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 by storm. His moveset was one of the most famous ones, which included an 8-hit combo. His trademark weapons are hook swords, which were taken from him by Mavado. Kabal is later healed by Kano, after which he kills Mavado to retrieve his blades. He can fight in the martial art forms of Goju Ryu and Sun Bin with weapons like hook swords and saw blades. He hails from Earthrealm but has lived in both Netherrealm and Chaosrealm. Interestingly, in Mortal Kombat 11, he is seen married to Serena. She is a demon who resides in Netherrealm and serves her master Quan Chi. Kano. The leader of Black Dragons, he is an excellent general but survives well enough as a lone warrior. Kano is extremely brutal, but his character only thrives because of his cunning and dubious nature. He wears a metal plate on his eye that glows red and shoots beams of energy. The Black Dragon is hunted by the US armed unit called Special Forces, and Lieutenant Sonya Blade heads it, so she holds both personal and professional grudges against him and intends to catch him. Meanwhile, he joins the combat tournament of Shang Tsung after learning that the palace contains enormous amounts of gold and treasure. Sonya and her team follow Kano to the tournament but are captured by Tsung and his squad. He gives Sonya the option of either participating in the fight or dying with her men. She fights Kano with none of them mortally wounding the other, resulting in them being sent to Outworld. There, Sonya is saved by Jax, while Kano offers Shao Kahn his service and loyalty. Kahn, seeing him as an effective weapons instructor, appoints him, leading to Kano eventually becoming the Outworld Army's general. Kano displays a sly nature throughout the series, and it will be interesting to watch what he does in the upcoming Mortal Kombat film. He is a versatile fighter, being one of the few combatants who employs explosives like grenades and Molotov cocktails. Though well acquainted with guns and martial arts, he's also quick to use his brain to get out of situations that don't need any blood spilled. Mileena. She was introduced in Mortal Kombat 2 and has been an important character ever since. After Shao Kahn won over Edenia, he decided to raise the Edenian princess as his own daughter, but later feared that she would rebel against him if she would learn of her ancestry. So he asked the sorcerer Shang Tsung to make a clone of Kitana. The clone was made with Tarkatan blood and Edenian physiology and was named Mileena. Therefore, she boasts accelerated speed, heightened strength and agility, but she also has Karakatan features like cannibalism and a fanged mouth which keeps covered with a mask. In terms of personality, she is entirely opposite to the Edenian princess and is ruthless, evil, and sadistic. When Kitana learnt about her Edenian ancestry, Shao Kahn used Mileena to ensure allegiance and check a possible mutiny. Although later, Mileena and Kitana are made to combat, which leads to Mileena's death and her traversal to the Netherrealm. While there, she offers her allegiance to its ruler, Shinnok. In Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, Shao Kahn attempts to resurrect Mileena and Shinnok. Seeing it as an opportunity to further his own plans, he lets Mileena live again. In Mortal Kombat Gold, Mileena is imprisoned by Kitana only to be saved by Baraka. Mileena is a master assassin who is trained under her father's watch, so she knows the martial arts of Yin Yang and Mian Chuan. She uses 3 weapons, a sai, a longsword, and a gauntlet with sharp claws. She excels in fatal moves like Man-Eater, Classic, Nail Shooter, Head Kebab, and X-Ray Femme Fatale, among many others. Because Mileena has the Edenian physiology and physique, she boasts an extremely hot figure with great assets. The game creators have dressed her in skimpy purple outfits and let her sensuous body be revealed. But because of her Tarakatan face, she is the worst looking hot girl ever. Jade. Jade is one of the most essential supportive characters in the Mortal Kombat universe who was introduced in Mortal Kombat 2, though she was unplayable until Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3. She is an Edenian and dons a skin-tight green costume. Being a personal assassin to Shao Kahn and a friend for life for Kitana, she is often seen battling her inner thoughts. When Kitana comes to Earthrealm by rebelling against Shao Kahn, Kahn brings Jade along to search for the assassin. Jade is tasked with bringing Kitana back to Edenia, but ends up choosing her friends over her allegiance. The 2 Edenian beauties then join Raiden and other Earthrealm combatants to battle against Shao Kahn, ultimately freeing Edenia. Jade is a fiercely loyal friend and an equally fierce warrior. She is a true Edenian knight because she is as brutally destructive as she is confident, dependable, and sincere towards her cause. She is mindful in making her plan of action and isn't impulsive. Jade uses a metal staff and razor boomerangs as weapons. With the fighting styles Fan Zi and Quo Shou, her signature moves include Razor Rang, Blazing Nitro, and Staff Grab, while her Fatal Blow has her teleport twice in front and back of her enemy, hitting them with her staff and then slicing their necks. In Mortal Kombat 11, it's shown that she is in a romantic relationship with Kotal Kahn, the successor of Shao Kahn. D'Vorah. D'Vorah is an insect humanoid from the Khitan species who hails from the Arcade Islands, also called the Hive. Her home realm was attacked and annexed by Shao Kahn. He took everyone as slaves, and to save herself from the same fate, she pledged her fealty to him. The Khitan race members are colonial in nature and they bond together with humanoids. Since she is the only known member of her species, she has only one agenda, and it is to save her home realm. In the Mortal Kombat universe, she joins hands with anyone who promises her the safety and prosperity of Arcade Island. After Shao Kahn, she rose up in Kotal Khan's administration ranks and reached his first minister and prime advisor level. She fought alongside him to fight Mileena, but later rebelled against Kotal Khan himself. D'Vorah translates to bee in Hebrew, and Arcade in Hungarian means shadow. She has an insect-like appearance with yellow skin that looks like yellow chitinous, the prime component of arthropod exoskeletons. If that isn't enough, she boasts 4 wings or pincers protruding out of her back, compound eyes like that of a fly, and sharp pointy teeth. Donning weapons like ovipositors, venoms, and insects, she is one of the most poisonous and lethal combatants. Her ability to communicate with bugs gives her an edge in certain battles where she summons hordes of them. Her X-ray combat move is Stick Around, while the fatal blow is called Bugging Out. The moveset and fighting style of D'Vorah is brilliantly crafted. The creators seem to have given some serious thought in the creation of her personality, appearance, and role in the Mortal Kombat universe. Some fans argue that she looks gross and hideous, but we're gonna guess that that was the point. Ermac. He is the most controversial but equally powerful character of the Mortal Kombat universe. It is believed that his creation was the result of fan speculation and the misinterpretation of the terms error macro. Nevertheless, he hails from Outworld, and his soul is the combination of multiple souls within one body. These are the souls of conquered Outworld warriors. That is why he addresses himself with pronouns like we and ours instead of I and mine.
You serve the Khan. We serve no one. Then we must destroy you.
This peculiarity gives him multiple powers like inter-realm teleportation, but his most potent ability remains telekinesis. He uses it in battles to control living and non-living objects. This fan mythological creature remains under the control of Shao Kahn, but it is revealed that he is mostly neutral. Like Devora, he sides with anyone who promises him the betterment of his home realm Outworld. After getting free of Shao Kahn's clutches, he was free to choose his own destiny. In the later sequels of the game, he voluntarily joins hands with Kotal Khan. Ermac also met a combatant soul and sympathized with him, even though he did not show any signs of emotions previously. The combatant soul is that of Liu Kang, and Ermac helped him free the souls of others from Onaga. He has one weakness, and it is Netherrealm. Because he is a being of multiple souls, if he stays for long in Netherrealm, then the souls begin to split and his very existence is threatened, though the Soul Stone of the Mortal Kombat universe helps him fight this weakness. His fighting style includes Hua Chuan and Choi Lei Foot, in which he uses an axe. Dressed in a red and black ninja suit, the Ermac are a force to be reckoned with. Baraka. The frightful, cannibalistic, and death-dealing Baraka was introduced in Mortal Kombat 2. He has been a recurring character in different versions of the game and made his latest appearance in Mortal Kombat 11 as a playable avatar. Baraka is a minion of death itself, with his razor-fanged mouth and long retractable blades protruding from his forearms. His superhuman stamina, accelerated healing abilities, and superior sense of smell make him a destructive force in combat. Accustomed to the Southeast Asian martial art Silat and Chinese martial art Hungar, he has many deadly signature moves like the Flying Shard, where Baraka rubs his blades against one another and directs the shards at his opponents. The Chop Chop blade vertically slices his opponent into two halves, and the blade swipe rotates him like a top with his extended blades. These culminate in his fatal blow named X-Ray Nail and Impale. Baraka rushes towards the opponent and pierces his blade into the guts or neck of the combatant and lifts him in the air, after which he shatters the skull. Did we tell you that he sometimes tastes the brains of his defeated opponents? The cannibalism and his hideously scary look are a result of the race he belongs to. Baraka is the general of the Tarkana race that lives in the Badlands of Outworld. Initially, it was perceived that he was the result of a mating between a Netherlander and an Outlander, but it was later revealed that his initial master King Shao Kahn of Outworld had massacred the realm of Tarkatans, and since then, Baraka joined his army and rose to the status of general. He is a being of loyalty to whoever he chooses to call master. He goes into fits of rage, and in one such event, he attacked the Shaolin Temple of Light in Earthrealm, and in another, he even killed Shao Kahn. Baraka was played by actor Richard DeVizio, who has also played other great Mortal Kombat heroes like Quan Chi, Shang Tsung, Kabal, and Noob Saibot. DeVizio is the only actor to appear in all digital versions of Mortal Kombat. Liu Kang. The protagonist of Mortal Kombat 1, 2, 3, 4, and 11, and also the feature films, Kang is a member of the Shaolin White Lotus Society, monks who are righteous and honest to their cause. Kang discovers that his fellow brothers were killed by hordes of Tarkatans and visits Outworld to seek revenge. This was the same attack that Baraka led on the Shaolin Temple of Light in Earthrealm. Sonya, Johnny Cage, Kung Lao, Raiden, and Sub-Zero help him in the process, and he presumably succeeds in defeating Shao Kahn in combat. But Quan Chi and Shang Tsung deceived him, and Shang Tsung manages to eat his soul. Later, when Raiden kills Shang Tsung, all the souls Shang had consumed are freed. But somehow, Raiden converts Kang's body into a zombie that massacres people on Earth. Kang's freed soul now partners with Ermac, and the two of them try to find a solution. Kang is shown to be the god of thunder and fire and the protector of Earth. He uses several fighting styles like Junfan, Karate, Pao Chui, Jeet Kune Do, Choi Lei Foot, monkey, and dragon, as well as weapons like dragon swords, nunchaku, and Huan chains. Chin Up and For the Shaolin are his 2 X-ray moves, while the fatal blow is called Enter the Dragon. This is a solid proof of how much the creators wanted to relate him to the legendary Bruce Lee. Even in his appearance, he resembles Lee with a bare chest, black pants, and white sneakers. He is a lean and muscular man who knows several martial arts. The longest serving protagonist is now being written down in mildly antagonistic roles. It will be interesting to see how the creators and Ed Boon go ahead with his epic character. Mortal Kombat remains the personal favorite of many of us, and the reason is not hard to find. It is merely that this series gives excellent levels of thrill and allows us to relate to the characters through their backstories and lore. We really hope the Mortal Kombat universe continues to thrill us in the same way that it's been doing for decades. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.